Hi everyone. Today I am back with another very neat tool that you can use in your business, and it's absolutely free, which is pretty cool, especially for what it does. So this is a tool called DripScripts, and if you haven't heard about it before, it is a tool that offers you several kinds of email sequence templates that you can either use as is or you can put in your own sequence, and you can basically generate a sequence that you can then put into your autoresponder and start using it. So let's look at the various kinds that they have. They have a little GIF here, but I'm actually going to go into the page. I've signed in to the dashboard. And if you click on new, create a new sequence, then it gives you, I believe it's, is that 7 or 6 different kinds of templates. You can see them here: the new subscriber welcome, the webinar invite, product validation, cold subscriber re-engagement, product launch, post-webinar sales. Or you can create your own sequence from scratch. So basically, I'm going to use the webinar invite for this example, and it has a description here. The first 2 emails are going to be used to drive registrations to your webinar. So they're going to be sent to everyone on your list, or if you're segmenting on a particular list. And then the 3rd and 4th emails are going to tell the people who have registered for the webinar to make sure to log on. So let's go ahead and click on use this sequence template, and that way you can see exactly what it looks like. Okay, so here's a start. If you were to click on this, it shows that this is the beginning of the flowchart, starting point for this sequence. And you can actually change this if you'd like. Okay, but we're going to leave it as subscribed, and we're going to leave it as all subscribers. Okay, so the first email, as it says, the goal of the email is to drive registrations for your webinar. Okay, so it has a template here, or an email here that you could use. If you click on the orange underlined sections, each of them gives you a writing tip. So for instance, right here is where you would insert the goal that you want your webinar to help your audience with. And they give a couple of examples here. I actually have my own emails that I have written, so I'm going to pull that up really quickly. And I'm only going to do one email, just so that you can see how it works. All right. So basically what I will do is I will copy all of this first email and put it in here. And there's a reason I'm leaving that section in. All right, now I need to do a little bit of formatting. So let's take care of that. I don't have a subject line in that notepad file, so I'll just leave that there. And I might do, hang on, next week instead of tomorrow. Okay. Oops. All right. So all right, so I'm going to cut all of that, and I'm actually going to paste that in here. All right, now right here they have what is called a one-click registration link, and basically what this does is instead of sending someone to a registration page where they have to fill out their information, this, by them clicking this automatically registers uh, the subscriber. And so that has been proven, they say, to increase signups. Okay, all right, so have my sign off, and it has the PS. Okay, great. So it's going to save everything, and it's sending me to email number 2. So again, if I had something here written up for this, which I do, but I'm not going to take the time to do that, I would just post it in here, right? What's nice about this is, as I said, they do have the writing tips. So if you're not quite sure what to write, you can take a look at the examples. Okay. All right, go to email 3. Again, go to email 4, which is the wrap-up one that says basically we're starting now, and then you can export the sequence. You'll get the HTML code, and then you can actually put that into your autoresponder. All right, so what you could do after this is you could, let's name it. Okay, and it's saving as we go. All right, so we have named it webinar. And what we could do is we could go back to the main dashboard, and let's see, we could create a new sequence of the post-webinar sales. Okay, so this is going to give them the links for your webinar replay, and it's going to recap the offer that you put on the webinar, and then the other emails will be basically just giving them some social proof, highlighting customer success stories, overcoming common objections, and applying urgency. So again, if we were to click on that, okay, so the sequence is, it's set up for, of course, the people who attended the webinar. Okay, and it's going to go through, okay, all the various ones. The goal being that they will purchase whatever your offer is. Now, what's nice about this is we could say webinar follow-up, save that. Okay, so at this point, what we could do is we have the webinar, which is a pre-webinar, and the reminders, the webinar follow-up. If we wanted to, we could export both of these. And for our webinar, we could, so if I click on export, which I showed you earlier, basically you click each one, it'll give you the HTML code so that you can just paste them into your autoresponder. But you could use this and then use the follow-up one in tandem, and you could have a whole sequence of emails that would be, I believe this was about 6 of them. Let's see. Yep, 6 emails, and then it was 4 before. So you could have a sequence of up to 10 emails that are driving your registration for your webinar, but also driving sales post-webinar. And that is where a lot of the sales are made. Just like it takes about 7 times for someone to buy from you, or 7 times 7 follow-ups with someone for them to buy from you. It's going to normally take several follow-ups after. So this is a really cool way of getting a nice up to 10 email sequence very easily. And because it has the templates, you don't have to do a lot of thinking. Or if you're not really sure what kinds of messages you need to be sending out, then this can be your brain. Okay, so again, this is called DripScripts, and if you want to check it out, you would simply go to DripScripts.growthtools.com. Here's the URL right here, and it'll ask you to set up an account, and once you do that, you'll have access to it. Again, this is all free, so it's a really neat tool. So what I'd love to do is find out, would you like for me to go into some of the other tools that these guys have, growth tools? They're all free. They're all very useful. I've tried most of them. And since I signed up, they've added a few more. So it seems like they're really dedicated to providing these tools that really help. And in this day and age where there is so much nonsense being sold, these are really nice to have for free, and they're really valuable. So what I need you to do is, if you are watching this on YouTube, number one, I want you to go ahead and let me know if you have any questions, number one. And secondly, I want you to tell me if you want me to go through the other tools that Growth Tools has to offer, if you want me to do other little videos like this. And if you are on Facebook, then go ahead and do the same thing. Let me know if you like this, and if you have any questions, and if you'd like to see more tools like this. You know, videos, I should say, about these tools. Let me know that as well. And of course, if you are on YouTube, be sure to subscribe to my channel. And what you can do also is you can click on a little bell. That way you'll always get a notification when I put up a new video. And if you've been following me for any length of time, you know that I love doing these kinds of videos. All right, so let me know if you have questions. Let me know if you want me to do some more similar emails on the other tools in the suite, and I will talk with you another time.